My name is Michelle Martinis. I'm the Executive Manager of AAMI Brand and Marketing, and I'm a career marketer. As a marketer, you're constantly looking to reach new audiences, to spread your reach even further and wider. And one of the audiences that we were yet to tap into was the millennial audience. We knew that millennials they only really engage with brands that they believe can solve a pain point for them, that can give them an immediate payoff for their efforts, and that do good by the community.
So I don't know how German children learn to drive, but in Australia, for 50 years, learner drivers would have to complete a manual logbook. They'd have to ask their parents to take them for a drive and get out the book when they got home and remember how many hours they did and where they drove and what the weather conditions were like. And you can imagine, today, the millennials, they can't even bear to write their name on a piece of paper, let alone fill out a logbook for hours and hours. So what we decided to do was to digitise it. We couldn't believe that no one had thought about doing that before, and we thought they would really appreciate this, they would really love this, because I think part of growing from adolescent to adult is about getting a driver's licence and driving a car. So it was an unavoidable pain point that they would face, and we solved it for them. And so AAMI Smart Plates was born. It's an app. It's really a real-time driving coach. It blocks your phone access when you're driving. It tracks practice hours. It tells you about road types and weather conditions, and really it's designed to really generate a safer driving generation.
It's Australia's deadly epidemic. Too many of our kids are still dying on our roads.
3 young lives lost in an instant.
The car in which they were travelling hit a tree.
1 in 3 L-platers are learning incorrect skills.
As Australia's leading insurance brand, we knew young drivers were most at risk. And when we started to research why, we discovered the way they learnt to drive hadn't changed in 50 years.
Learners still record their hours in a manual logbook. It's a system that's inaccurate and it limits their learning potential.
We knew it was time to update how we teach our kids to drive, so we developed AAMI Smart Plates, a real-time driving tracker and coach that sits at the core of a new learning ecosystem. When learners begin a journey, Roadblock locks the phone, silences calls, and sends the callers an automated text response. Once driving, Smart Plates tracks every detail of every drive. Practice hours, road types, weather data, and traffic density is all recorded in real time. Then, the data gets crunched into skill sets, so learners know exactly what they're mastering and what needs sharpening. Behind the scenes, Smart Plates Coach analyses driving data to pinpoint learning gaps, while scanning the environment for opportunities to fill them. So Coach knows where you need to practice and when to tell you, reducing the risk of accidents caused by inexperience. After sessions, parents authorise hours and learners can drill down into their drive history to gain a complete picture of their progress, then get motivation to practice more by competing with friends.
The integrated driving skills and the fact parents can monitor progress via a learning hub, that's going to create safer drivers and smarter teachers.
A new smartphone app that tracks the journeys of learner drivers.
The logbook days are numbered.
Having technology that prevents that from occurring is a really good development.
AAMI Smart Plates app.
Learning to drive is about to get easier with a new app that provides local learners with an alternative to the traditional logbook.
And SA is the first state to officially recognise the new app.
By completely reinventing the way Australians learn to drive, AAMI Insurance is a brand that not only covers accidents, but helps the next generation avoid them entirely.